Hey guys, welcome to another Hunter video. I'm a Night Elf Hunter on the Whisperwind server, and if you watched my last video, I had my bank cult mail a lot of engineering materials onto my main. Well, that's because recently on my website I had a poll which asked you guys which profession I should go with, my current mining profession or a new engineering profession. And based on that poll, it's been decided that I go with engineering. Also, if you read my website or any of the other WoW news sites, then you'll know that engineering has gone through a lot of changes, and so that just convinces me more to go into engineering. Now, if you haven't been to my website, go visit www.tribunalxhunter.com or just click the link in the sidebar, and I'll have videos and blogs about whatever news that I come across for a hunter and whatever I'm interested in. So here is my current profession, mining, 450. And with mining, I get a passive skill called Toughness. Right now, Toughness gives you 50 stamina, but within the next patch, it'll give you 60 stamina. Now, Toughness is great for PvP, and it's great for my hunter tanking spec. And if you have no idea what hunter tanking spec is, stop before you start spamming Huntard in the comments and just go to my website, search for hunter tank, and you'll see what I can do in that spec. So I just dropped mining. I feel kind of bad because that's probably one of the best money making professions in the game. And I take up engineering. Now what I'm going to do here is power level engineering from 1 to 100, and it'll take about an hour and a half to do all of it. Now if you're going to do this, then I would suggest you be in Dalaran, because you have an engineering trainer very close by to a mailbox and another anvil just a few steps away. So it would definitely help if you have some speed enhancement abilities, like for a hunter, aspect of the pack or aspect of the cheetah, and for a druid or for a shaman, anything that can make you run faster. Now I have a guide for power leveling to on my other computer screen, and so I'm just looking at one and power leveling engineering in the other. So if you want to see this guide, then I'll have a link to it on my website, tribunalxhunter.com. Now, while I put up the poll for which profession I should choose, there has been some comments left which are some very good ideas, such as to get a Death Knight up high enough so that it could be my miner instead. And so that's what I did. While I was a miner, I mined the majority of the higher level ores and bars, and I used my Death Knight to level up mining again, and also to get the majority of the lower level bars for leveling engineering. And I had to buy the rest because I just got kind of bored running around in Outland on a ground mount, and for leveling engineering in the higher levels, you need a lot of Sirenite bars, and I just got tired of flying around and looking for those as well. So I bought the rest, and even though I got the majority of them, everything in total still cost me about 3,000 gold. Now just remember, if you want a power level, it is definitely not cheap, especially if you don't have a miner already to gather some of the materials. If I were to guess how much it would cost from leveling 1 to 100 and buying everything from the auction house, I would say that would be close to 4,000 to 5,000 gold. So definitely not for someone who doesn't have a little bit of funds saved up. Now, when you're going through this guide for power leveling engineering, you gotta remember that you can't follow it to the T. Sometimes you have to look around to make sure there isn't anything that you have extra, or if something doesn't cost as much but it will still level you just as much, then you have to go with that instead. I know there are some parts where I didn't follow the guide and I saved myself a few hundred gold because I saved on leveling up with cheaper materials. When I leveled mining for my Death Knight, I also used a guide on the same site on how to level mining, or how to power level mining, and where all the mining nodes are, and I'll have a link to that also on my website, so go check that out if you wanted to go mining. Now, one big problem I had with power leveling engineering is I always ran out of space, bag space, and so I had to mail a lot of stuff over to my alt like I'm doing right now. And also I had to sell a lot of grays or other stuff that I didn't need just to make bag space. Now, I know some people are saying that engineering is not that great of a profession for a hunter or DPS class, and I would have to agree. It is definitely not the best profession for in-game if you are interested in raiding, but it is a very fun profession. Just looking at all the things you create, like an explosive sheep or some trinkets that give you more stamina, or something that makes you run faster, or a parachute on your cloak, creating bombs. It's just very fun, and so that's what I have chosen because I play the game for fun and not for what everyone tells me to do the most DPS. Now, with engineering, there is very little to sell off as you're leveling up, and through about 30 or 40 level points, you would have to spend a lot of Serenite and a lot of other materials to create the Gnomish army knife, because that is one of your only ways to level up engineering at that point. And so that's a lot of money wasted, which is unfortunate, but it's needed if you want to get 450 engineering. Now, if you wanted to see what benefits engineering has in the next patch, if you didn't see it in the last video, then go watch my last video, or go to the blog post on my last video, and you'll be able to see a list of all the engineering changes. So that's it for this video. Thank you very much for watching, and take care. Till next time.